Hello, everyone, and welcome to the second episode of the 2026 MXS Supercross Preview Show. I'm your host, Evan Holt, here with my co-host, Luke Scheffler, and today we will be talking about who we think the Group B is, who the second group is to those top guys. Can these guys win races? Can they win titles? Maybe not for titles, but races they've done it before or they're looking to for their first time. So we're gonna go through some of these riders today, and yeah, we'll just jump right into it. I mean, first guy we got on this list, and it's Jeremy Seabolt, your 2020 450 Supercross champion. And he's also a two-time 250 West Supercross champion, 2016, 2017. Man, this guy's old. He's been playing for a while. Hopefully that comes with experience, right? You'd think so, but not a great showing from Seabolt his last few years. I mean, in 2021 he was fourth, and then we had a steady decline, you could say. In 2022 he was 11th in the title. 2023 he was 24th in the title. And then 2024 he was 10th. So hasn't really taken the game super serious. 2025 though he was fifth in the title, which is, I mean, his best title since 2021 when he was your defending champion. But Seabolt, yeah, he had a good season. He had two wins. He got one at the second Triple Crown of the year in Arlington. I don't know if he won any of the mains. I know he was close with him and Sully or something like that. But and then he won Pittsburgh late in the year. And yeah, he had five podiums, 7 top fives, and only had 2 races outside the top 10. And honestly, as myself, I am a big Seabolt glazer. I am dedicating all of his success to myself because I've been the one pushing him to try and not give up like he has in recent years. I think when he's on, he could be a winning threat every single weekend, and then definitely a title guy. Like he has a Supercross title. So yeah, all of his success is because of me. So you're very welcome, Seabolt. But yeah, to me, if anyone from this group could step up to be a title contender, I would say it's Jeremy Seabolt because he's done it before, and he had some really solid rides in the Supercross season this year, I guess, 2025, where I was like, damn, Seabolt, he kind of got it back. And he doesn't – it's kind of weird how I look at him because he doesn't strike me as, super fast. He's fast, but not like Seth Carter fast. But at the same time, I don't know if he really strikes me as like a Shirley or a Colby where they kind of run their consistent laps and play the consistency game. He's just I don't know, he just gives me solid vibes. He's good at both of them. So, I mean, yeah, in 2026, if he takes the game seriously, which he could or can't because he hasn't, I'm pretty sure he hasn't made A1 3 of the past 5 years or something like that. So if he doesn't take the game seriously, then yeah, he's a win threat type of guy, podium threat type of guy. But if he does this year, I mean, I would put him in the title contender because he really has some good rides even when he comes from the back, and he's won this title before.
Yeah, Seabolt is, kind of the unk right now of the 450 class. It's him and Leclerc. Um, but yeah, last year getting those 2 wins, definitely kind of showed that he still has it. He won a lot in 2020, 2019, 2021. He won a lot of races, but didn't win for 4 years. So to finally get those 2, and I mean his form late in the season was unreal. I mean, the last 4 rounds, or last 3 rounds, he goes win, second. I mean, he's showing he has speed. Um, he's always a triple crown threat. That's one thing I'm looking through his career stats. He won Arlington this year, right? 5-2-2, didn't win a main, but just consistent. I think 1 in 24. I think his best result was in a triple crown where he got second overall once again without winning a main event.
So yeah, he's actually got
So.
the most Triple Crown wins of all time. He's got 5. So he's got 1
Mhm.
over Colby and 2 over Carter and Leclerc. So yeah, he's the winningest Triple Crown guy of all time.
Yeah, so he's definitely a guy you got to watch out for on those triple crowns. Um, I mean, if you're him, you're probably upset that you aren't in the show one, right? Fifth in the championship last year. You think that's good enough, but obviously got to give it to Carr. Someone that's just raw speed is unreal. But yeah, like if he becomes a title threat, not really surprised. If he wins the title, I'm very surprised though. Like he has everything. It's just we haven't seen it in so long, right? Like he has the speed, but for someone that's a veteran, like he makes a lot of, like rookie mistakes almost. He just kind of finds his way into bad decisions. He doesn't show up for races. Um, so it's not really, I don't see him winning the title for that reason. Like if he wins one or even two races again, like not very surprised. Like he has everything that he needs to win races at this level.
Yeah, it's just like getting all 17 rounds under him and like taking everyone as seriously as his like other title contenders like Carter and Leclerc will be doing, just so that yeah, I mean I think it just comes down to that because yeah, he's got the speed, he's got like the races where he starts bad and he comes back up to the front. Like I've watched him in calls do it, and yeah, like he's a really good rider. Like he can win, but that's kind of what this video is about. Like, can they win? I'm saying he can. Can he be a title threat? It's all up to him. That's kind of what it is at the end of the day. If he really wants to, he will be, and that'd be really sick. Like having 6 title guys in the show, but not just 5. But yeah, it comes down to him. I mean, he's like I think we all kind of forget how stat wise insane he is. Like he's got 51 podiums, which is really good, but he's got 24 wins, like 4th all time. Like he was really knocking off wins in like 2018 to like 2021, and then yeah, kind of didn't do much for a few years, but 2025 he had a little return back to what he can be. Oh, I'm excited. I hope Sperm tries for 2026 because I think he's really solid. Like again, I don't know, he doesn't strike me as a top speed guy nor just a consistency ride it in guy. He's just like solid across the board. So hopefully he'll be able to to kind of spice this championship up a little bit. And then like moving on to our next guy, this is someone who again, I don't know, he's like always there in the title, but I feel like his presence, especially in 2025, kind of dropped off, and like that's Jacob Hubard. You'd almost think Jacob Hubard would have more success with how many hole shots he pulls. Like, he's got that clutch trigger where he can just have that buttery smooth. I'm forgetting the word. Like clutch, yeah, clutch disengagement or whatever. Yeah, he's got that buttery smooth clutch disengagement. But you look at his past like championships. 2022 was his rookie year. He got 1 win, and then he got 6th, and then 2023 and 2024 he was 4th, and he had like good rides, and I think he was kind of like, you could say he was like a title threat maybe at the start, and then just like kind of more as the season went down the line, he kind of dropped off a bit. And I don't know, from my memory, he was a little invisible in 2025, but he did get like his win again from in Detroit. He got that win which he hasn't had for like 3 years. So that was good on Hubbard. I was pretty stoked for him when he got that done. And like just kind of hearing him talk about like how he races and for Supercross, he's said to me before in like private DMs that it's just hard for him to stay locked for that long, like to stay focused and not have mistakes. And when you're racing guys like Braden Carter and Colby Eagland, who literally have maybe, Carter could crash like 2 or 3 times, but his speed can make up for it. And then Colby's a guy that can, crash maybe once or have one mistake. Same with Leclerc. Like those guys are very minimalistic on mistakes or have the speed to make it up. So I can see how like just trying to just stay locked and maybe not have the top speed of those guys when it comes to race pace, like kind of how that's hard to stay locked in and be able to mentally win a 20-minute race. But yeah, I mean he's got the start, so he'll always be up there, and he does have good speed. He's just got to finish strong. Like I'm pretty sure there was a meme. I don't know I think it was lap 6 or something like that, where lap 6 like he would throw away the race every time, and it's like weird how they almost got it down to a science that he would just crumble at this certain part of the race. So he's just like, and he won last year, so he shows that he can. He only got 2 podiums, which I would have expected more from him because he seems more like a podium threat guy, considering someone who starts up front all the time. But yeah, like Hubbard can definitely win. He's done it. And yeah, like just being the whole shot merchant, like that just makes it that much easier for him. And again, like for 2025, I feel like he was kind of invisible. I didn't know he did all 17 races. I kind of would have thought that he maybe missed out on a few races. I know he doesn't really race outdoors anymore, so maybe that's partly what I'm thinking. But yeah, I mean, for someone who starts up front, like almost every race, like he had 3 races outside the top 10, 1 missed main, only 4 top 5s, and that's not kind of the Jacob Hubard I remember. Usually I remember him as like, whole shot, and then he stays in that top 5, but we'll just have to see how he is in 2026.
Yeah, I mean, besides Leclerc, in my opinion, he's the best starter in the class. Which, funny enough, for being such a great starter, he went to the LCQ like 3 of the first 4 rounds last year. So, I mean, I don't know what he was dealing with there, but he was just struggling to make it into the mains. He made every time. I don't think he missed a main for a while. Like, just kept struggling the heat races, couldn't figure it out, and then all of a sudden, he just comes out and wins the main event at Detroit.
One where
So
he almost threw it away as well. I'm pretty sure with like 2 laps to go or something, he crashed while leading, and
almost do
Seabolt
it.
almost
Two
got
of
him.
his teammates crashed in front of him and
Oh,
almost cost him his
right.
first one.
I remember
That
that. Yeah.
was that would have been crazy. But like, yeah, like you said, like he just struggles with concentration. He's able to get those starts. And I'm looking at his heat results. His heat results are great. He's won, I think, at least 2, maybe 3 heats. He got at least 4 second places. Like he gets good heat results in those 6-minute races, and then gets to the 20-minute stuff, and it's just, he just struggles late in the mains. The one win, of course, was great, but I mean, I'm gonna be honest here. I don't see him winning this year. I played with him couple weeks ago. We did like a fun night thing, and he was like, "This is the first time I've played since SMX." And even in SMX, he didn't race any of it. He just got on to try out the tracks. So hasn't really been playing much. Of course, I'm not gonna lie. On that night, he was giving belt to Shirley and Sully, so he might have things figured out. Maybe the break was good, but yeah, I don't know. He's not really playing much. He's just kind of trying to have fun with the game. So I don't know if we can expect too much from Hubbard, but maybe that less pressure, right? He's able to lock in for a full 20 minutes here and get another win.
Yeah, I feel like the
So,
narrative's kind of changed. Like I remember more of maybe a title threat in like 2023, especially like I know early into the year. I could just remember him on that Phil's Yamaha, just battling with like Carter and Leclerc, like leading A1 and stuff, battling for the win at A2. And I just think,
that was the best race in sim history.
yeah, that race is pretty sick. But yeah, I mean, I'm just thinking now. Yeah, I don't know how much he cares about this game, and like you said, he hasn't been playing much. But then, he didn't win for 2 years, and then he got a win last year and had a pretty solid ride where he got that start and just stayed up. So like yeah, if he can do that, like yeah, he could like possibly win a race. I wouldn't say he is gonna win a race. I feel like the chances are he doesn't. I mean, just because like the class is so stacked, and there's other guys we're gonna talk about that they very well can win a race, very well like can't win a race either. And like speaking to that, like Luke Sullivan, it's our next guy. Now Sully's weird because we don't really know how much racing he's gonna be doing. He's been very forward with me that just what he's got going on with his like college stuff. He doesn't know if he'll be racing often. But this whole episode's about guys who like can win races. So if they show up to 3 races a year, like we'll count them in as guys who can win. And Sully, honestly, he has way better rides and I would say more deserving wins than just having one win, which came in like I think it was 2023 Denver. Yeah, that's his only career win. But he has some really standout rides to me. Like I know at Tampa he had a really bad race going. Like he was at the back of the pack, and I think he got up to a podium where he was there, and then I think someone took him out. But yeah, he's got races as well where he like comes from the back of the pack. Even A1 he was back there, came back and got second on that sweet Nexus Cowie, and then he decided to leave the next week. So hope that one.
He never missed a podium on a Nexus bike. 4 for 4. Won a title.
4.
I don't know why,
Well, Sully maybe should hop back on that Nexus ride if you want to try and get that win. We'll see. But yeah, like Sully, and like even Sully, I think he's slept on a little bit for speed. Like I'm pretty sure he's got a few fastest qualifiers, and I think he gets underrated and slept on a bit because he's like in a way he's kind of memed because he's got the Sully 2-stick style. I know a lot of people kind of talk about like the Sully whip and stuff like that, where he looks kind of stiff on the bike. So because of that, I think kind of people don't realize that like when he's on it, he's like really fast. You know, even in like 250, he won a moto this year. I think it was at like High Point, and I don't think people kind of quite give Sully the credit that he deserves. And even he's a champion in sim. He has the 2024 SMX championship under his belt, and he raced Braden Carter, Colby Eagle, and Seth Shirley, and beat them all. So he can win. Like he can be one of the best guys. I still can't believe that he only has one win because I feel like he has a lot of races where he's like super fast or has like a bad start, comes back to the front, and you'd think that luck would go his way more times like that and you'd get more wins. But it just hasn't been the case. And yeah, in 2025, like seventh in the championship, I don't think he raced a lot at the end. I know he started off pretty strong. You know, he was in there for the title after that podium at A1. But yeah, I kind of just, I don't know. Sometimes these guys in the lists, they're not super heavy favorites at certain points of the season. So, you know, that kind of care factor drops down. Maybe they don't try as much. They just play for fun. But I would think that, like, whatever races Sully does, if he does race, I think he's always going to be a podium threat because he's got, like, 10 podiums. And he's that good. Like, he can be really good. So I would think that Sully, like, could get a win this year. I'd put him more on the side of guys in this list that can get a win. Like, I think he needs some things to go his way, like a good start. Maybe some of the other guys get a bad start or just don't have as strong as a race. But yeah, I'm cheering for Sully whenever he races because I think he's slept on and he's like a really good rider.
Yeah, I mean, you talk to anyone in the game, everyone loves Sully, right? He's just a good person. Everyone wants to see him do well. And yeah, he won a main event last year. He won a Triple Crown main at Arlington. Went 1:36 for second. And even then, he ran the fastest lap of the night in the last lap. Like, he has some crazy speed, especially in the E-Road. I don't know what it is about his, Sully two-stick style, but he has the E-Road figured out. Like that, like when the track gets rough, he gets so much better. But yeah, like you said, don't know really how much he's gonna race. Just that's a big question mark. One thing you gotta love about Sully, the 12-hour stream every year.
Yeah.
Like he's just a guy for the community. Everyone loves that. He gets to kind of prize fund. I don't think it's gonna be a prize fund this year. I think it's gonna be going to a different cause that'll be announced later. So make sure you guys tune into that. That'll be pretty cool. But like he just finds ways to throw races away. Like he'll be so good in qualifying and just not get a start. Like I don't know what it is. He'll be, riding through the pack and then he'll just make a dumb mistake like casing a 3 in or, like front end tuck. He just finds ways to not win races. And everyone wants to see him do well, so it just sucks to watch. But yeah, if he races, a good amount of rounds, like you can see him winning a race, maybe even just if it's just a Triple Crown main, but he definitely has more than enough speed, more enough skill to get it done this year.
Yeah, and for Sully, like I know he's told me he might do EU, like he might be able to actually race EU more than NA, which will be kind of funny because like he's a guy that could definitely win in EU as well. But maybe if he does like some EU races and maybe get some wins under his belt, get some more podiums, is kind of performing well, maybe like later in the year or something, he'll do a pop-up race in NA, and then that EU racing experience that he has can like help him out. And maybe he's got a little bit of confidence coming in, maybe not so nervous and worried about a title or anything like that. They just rides, and yeah, he maybe could win a main or something like that. So yeah.
One last thing for him as well is he's done pretty well the last couple of years, right? Like he has had good season results. Pretty sure he's done almost. He missed a couple races last year. He does almost usually all 17. I mean, he's gotten like the last 3 years. I think he's gotten 7th, 6th, and 7th again. I mean, like if he races the full series, he's a guy you got to watch out for. If he races EU, I'm gonna call it now. He's a dark horse for the EU championship. But NA, we'll if he wins a race, I think everyone will be stoked.
Yeah, for sure. Can we report on what happened in SMX? Do we know inside information?
This year?
Yeah.
He didn't have the seeding points, and I think that he realized that Carr and Shirley were on a different level, and even like Carr was on, up here, Shirley was a little below that, and then there was a big ass gap. and I think he realized he wasn't going to be able to claw his way back into it like he did a year prior.
Yeah, it wasn't the greatest performance at the number one, but we still love Sully.
No.
And then kind of like Sully, like the next guy, we don't know how much racing he'll be doing, but that's why he's in the show because he can win a race when he is, and that's like Rasmus Ballser. It's your winningest 250 Supercross rider ever. I feel like it's kind of crazy to believe because there's been a lot of good guys that have had good years on 250s, and Rasmus Ballser is your winningest racer of all time, with 12 wins, and like Rasmus, God, he's got the weirdest setup. Like I tried his like advanced. It's almost like MX bikes where like it stands up on you, like it just wants to stand up. So I don't know how the hell he's so fast, but yeah, like one of the fastest guys in this game off raw speed. I think he holds all the stock track records. I'm pretty sure that like the day we're recording, I was talking to Maxime Vanderbeek, and he's like, dude, Balzer's is an RF right now. He's at a voice call. And I was looking in there and I was hovering over what he was screen sharing, and he's screen sharing stock tracks again. He's just still trying to go fast on him. So good on Rasmus. But yeah, like last year, I was racing with Balzer. He would race in my call, and we kind of saw what his rookie season was like. And he had some really good races at the start. Like he had pretty sure like a bad start in A1 and got back to 6th. He was doing some quads that no one else was doing. Like, of course, Balzer would be doing that. And then, yeah, almost won his second race at San Diego. and he told me after, he threw it on, like, the last lap. He did, like, that triple in across the start. And he told us after that he thought, like, Carr was, like, right behind him. But it was actually a lapper, and Carr was, like, 2 to 3 seconds back. So he heard someone on his ass, and he thought it was a lapper. So he was, like, felt forced to triple in. Died. Lost that race. But even Balzer, like he was kind of in the title fight like early on of the year. I vividly remember he only did the first 10 races, and he missed one main at Detroit. And shout out Trevor Burns for not letting him in. But after, Trevor's like, oh shit, like you probably should let Balzer in, because Balzer was only like 25 down or something. And like 6 races in, that's not that bad for like a rookie season. He did get a podium. I don't remember what race. I think it was Tampa. He got a podium at, but 2 top 5s. I mean, that whole season was kind of all over the place from the start, just because of the disastrous rounds that were San Diego for a lot of the title guys. But he definitely has a speed to win. I mean, I know he almost won a race last year as well against the fastest guy, Seth Carr. So, and he might not be doing many races this year. I asked him. He said he might do like 3 or 4. But I'd see him as a race winning threat, especially if he gets a good start, because yeah, he's fast as shit.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about Shirley being Thanos on the 250. I mean, this guy on a 250 was unbelievable. I remember, like, I think it was 23 Atlanta. The last year was at the Speedway. I mean, there was a big line. He was just busting out a quad like every lap and just making up so much time. I mean, he won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 races that year in the 250 class.
So like 7 out of 9 or something?
Yeah, 7 out of 9. It's just unbelievable. Like, I mean, he won almost all 12 of those races in a 2-year span. I think one of them was won in 22, and the other 4 were won in 24. Like,
yeah.
he was so dominant. And the fact he almost didn't win the title too in 24 is crazy.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's definitely a guy that, like, you got to put respect on when it comes to Supercross. The outdoor results might not be there, but this guy knows how to go fast on a Supercross track. His advanced, although it might be one of the most scuffed things you can put on in the game, he has it dialed. Another SMX champion, found a way to win that. So I mean, he's shown, like, against the best guys. I think that was the year, yeah, because that was him and Carr. Like, I mean, he has Carr's number if you look at championships technically.
Yeah.
So
there's
I mean,
a
he
certain
can't
guy
beat
here
him.
though. There's a certain guy here that has Balzer's number when it comes to
Yeah,
championships.
so
Couldn't
so
quite beat
maybe
this one guy in EU SMX, but that's a story for another day.
so, like, I mean, if it's a head-to-head race against Carr and Carr's the fastest guy, I mean, you got to think Balzer maybe has a chance. Maybe he's got that on him. So if he wins a race, I mean, no one's surprised. He's super fast. But yeah, in the 450 class, just once again, it seems to be that consistency. So maybe with 1 year under the bike, maybe he's a little better.
Yeah, someone signed this guy as well. He's a privateer looking for a contract. So if you need a fast Danish guy that's drunk most of the time, sign Rasmus Ballser, give him a
His
contract out
championship
there.
interview was great on Kellen's
Oh
stream.
yeah. Oh dude, there's
That's
when we were racing with Balzer, there was times where he would just turn on his camera and walk through the streets of Denmark, like just fully drunk, and it was awesome. Yeah, I'll have
yeah.
to
I mean,
put
you
that
gotta
in
do
all
something to stay
10.
up that late. Might
Yeah,
as well pass the
exactly,
time.
exactly. Sick little room as
Uh,
well. He's got a full on bar in his room, just typical Erasmus
fire,
stuff. Yeah,
fire.
he really is. He's a one of a kind. And then the next guy we're going to be talking about is someone that has a lot in common with me because he has 0 career wins across the board. That's Frank Jackson. And it's kind of crazy. Like Frank's really solid, especially in 450s. Like he was a solid 250 guy. You'd think he'd have like one Supercross win or one outdoor win here and there, but yeah, I was never really like a dominant 250 guy. And then in 450s, he's just like I don't know. Maybe like when you're looking at his career stats, like it doesn't look impressive. He only has 4 Supercross wins, but he's just a solid guy. Like I remember Glendale. Like he was battling with Colby. He had got that big triple across the start in the last lap and won that race. I think he podiumed that night overall as well. And then he had a good race as well in Pittsburgh where he was running second. And of course Leclerc, no crash consistency merchant. That's Leclerc beat him out to it, but still another good race, and he got a lot of points. Like he was third in the 2025 like final points like the GNC. He had the third most points of anyone all year. He was only second to Carr and Tharp, which I think gets slept on a little bit. I think Frank, yeah, he doesn't look super flashy. Like he isn't always going super fast. It's more of a consistency kind of diesel, just chug along. But I'd say he can win a race. Like he won a Triple Crown main at Glendale, and like you could say he was in like win contention. I think he had some like a pretty low score at the end, but yeah, you just gotta get that one win. It feels crazy. It doesn't have a win because I feel like he's got like a little bit of lingering aura that he's just like under the radar. Kind of reminds me of Jay Coop a little bit, just under the radar, but puts in solid rides.
Yeah, Frank. I was actually talking to him about this. Because I told him about the show, and he was like, "Well, am I going to be in one?" Because he loves out. He hates Supercross.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy despises it, and he's like, "Well, I mean, I guess you got to put me in because I had this streak last year where I went second, missed the main, second, missed the main. I mean, that just describes Frank.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got some crazy speed. Even if he doesn't like Supercross, he's still very good at it. And yeah, like he can get podiums, he can get top 5s, and then the next week he'll just miss the main, like just straight up. No one really ruins his night. He ruins it on his own. He did win a Triple Crown main as well last year. So he's got that going for him. But it's just, yeah, the inconsistencies are just crazy when it comes to Frank. So I mean, he has the speed to win. Like he's shown that, especially at the end of the season, right? I mean, 2 of those seconds were in the last 5 rounds of the year. But does he win a race? I mean, that's a big question. He's gonna get better as the year goes on. I mean, last year he does race a lot of EU stuff. I believe I know he was hosting EU last year. I don't know if he'll do it again this year. So I mean, he's gonna get race laps, but it'll just be interesting to see like if he can go ahead and finally get over that hump, get that first win, and then maybe, who knows, maybe he clicks off 2-3 of them this year.
Yeah, almost kind of like BAC in like 24, where all of a
Mhm.
sudden you just won a race and then you just won another one the next weekend. Like could possibly have that. I mean, maybe not with Frank
Yeah.
because he has a good race and then he misses the main the next week,
Yeah.
kind of like you said. But yeah, like he's had good races. So like one of those races goes his way. Like Pittsburgh, maybe Leclerc falls apart, and then not Leclerc, like Frank's kind of in second by himself, and then he can pounce on that win. So yeah, he's just gotta, like a lot of people in this list, have shit go his way where maybe he's got a good start and his competitors don't, and then just play the consistency game and kind of, Frank the tank along and chug along into that possible win, and
Yeah. He, like, one last thing about Frank, Okay, he's on that NAMI program. It's mainly just him.
Is
They
it
were
Nami
fecal
or
matter
or
and
fecal
SMX.
matter? Oh,
We don't know what it's gonna be for Supercross, but he always has a lit kit. Okay, you gotta watch out for Frank. He's gonna have a lit kit, and it's just him running it, so it feels a little special,
mhm.
right? But whatever they're running, you just gotta know it's gonna be fire. Um, but I had to give a shout out to Stu for always making those, and Frank he's gonna look good this year, that's for sure.
Yeah, maybe Sully should get back on Team Nami. See if that gets any luck from that. Or just try and sign him back to Nexus. Never missed a podium with a Nexus bike.
4 for 4 and a title.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
can't make it up.
what about like Frank? Is he getting a Nexus contract or?
Frank has his own. Frank runs that program. Yeah, he's like
Oh
he's
yeah,
like Chad Reed. Okay, he's
it's like
2-2
2-2.
Motorsports, Nami. Same thing. He gets what he wants. Full team behind him. You got to respect that for him.
Whether that's Nami or fecal matter, I guess.
I'm,
I
I'm
guess he's
looking
a
at
Frank's
Frank's
doing good.
results here. He had a triple crown this year, right? So he's coming off of a fifth. He then would get fourth the next week, but he went 21, 22, 20. That's one thing about Frank. If he doesn't like a track, he's not going to race it. Like, and I know that was Birmingham. I can just tell by the round number.
Yeah.
He didn't like that track, so he just packed it in. He qualified and said, "You know what? I'll go crash. Okay, I'm out." So if Frank doesn't vibe with the track, don't expect to see him there. I don't think he likes San Diego either.
Yeah.
He didn't show up. I don't know if that's why, but I know he doesn't like San Diego in '04. So
All right. So next guy we'll talk about. I can have a little bit of fun with this one because he's a weird dynamic when it comes to this, and he's an asshole to me. So T-Lang, you're gonna fucking get this one. But very, very on the fence about whether or not T-Lang should be in this. Like I remember I was just talking to Chef off camera about this. My first year watching this game, like kind of religiously or like made every round, was 2021 Supercross. And that was Lang's rookie year where he finished third in the title, and he didn't get a win. But he was in the title, I'm pretty sure, until like round like 15 or 16. Like he was like in 25 points between like now the GOAT, Braden Carter, and then, well, the GOAT of SX and the actual GOAT, Leclerc. So, like, you look at that year, and then you look at what's 2025, where he finished 11th. He finished 11th in the championship and got one top five, and it was at the last round in Salt Lake City. Like
and he shows up every week.
He shows up every week. Three races outside the top 10, 7 missed mains. He raced as many times as Ballser, and Ballser only did the first 10 races. Like, God, I gotta put T-Lang in here because he's a 450 champion and he has 2 wins and 15 podiums. Like, that's actually quite a bit for T-Lang in Supercross. But is he really gonna do a whole lot? I don't know. He didn't do much in 2025. I think there's like a few rounds that stick out. I know at like Glendale maybe he started up there for a little bit, but then proceeded to hit the low taper fade and just not even go in the top 5. Sorry, T-Lang, you're getting the kind of the shit end of the stick on this one, but we're talking about you, so you're getting your 15 minutes of fame. But is T-Lang gonna win? I don't know. T-Lang's gotta get more than one top 5. Like, we put him in here because he has 2 wins. Ironically, kind of like the next guy we're talking about, BAC. I'm pretty sure they were back to back in like 2022. Like he won at Daytona against Atom. So, whether or not you want to talk about that as a really impressive win, it's up to you. And then the next round, we're in championship battles going on between Leclerc and Payson and Carter. Lang just sneaks in and wins back to back, and then hasn't been seen since. And honestly, his next like results after his rookie year were better than I remember. Like, he got third in 2021. He won 2 races in 2022 and got 5th. And then 2023 even got like 6th, which is better than I remember. I know he hasn't won a race since 2022, but I thought like ever since 2022 he just fell off the planet. And then yeah, like one top 5 this year, 2025. I hope T-Lang maybe mixes it up because like if he has a 2021-esque season, could be a guy that makes the championship interesting just based off consistency. But for a 5-time MXGP World Champion and a 1-time 450 Pro Motocross Champion, Supercross is, it's not the strong suit at all. So T-Lang, hope you stop being a hobo and actually race and do good because 2 top 5s. Chef has corrected me. What's the other one other than SLC?
Birmingham.
Okay, so he did top 5 at a Triple Crown. So he had some good races. So sorry for shitting on you, T-Lang. 2 top 5s on the year. Let's try and get maybe a few more in 2026, you think?
Yeah, I mean, Mr. Lang, you got to refer to him like that. I mean, he's been racing this game since 2015. Like, he's an unk. Like, he's been out here for a long time.
Yeah.
Kind of the fate of RF now. But
Has T-Lang
he
ever recovered from that donut video? Like has he
no, I
ever
don't think
made
he
a
ever
full
will.
recovery? I don't think he will. I think
I
his
don't. I mean,
legacy's
that
in
was
David.
wasn't that in
2018.
that was 2018. I mean, I guess he has. He won a 4th title since then.
True, but I think donut kind of
But I mean,
sent him back a few years.
he's kind of like Dean Wilson, man. Sometimes you just gotta let it go, right? Just go on. Like, I mean, I'm looking at the results and it's not looking good. I mean, he had the speed and it's just like all this hype and it's just declining crazy. But yeah, like you said, he is a outdoor guy. The 21 title, maybe there's an asterisk. I don't know what you want to say about that. But this last year was the first year he went without a moto win in outdoors. So like, if you look at that, well, yes, he had a lot of seconds due to some freak out
Some
there.
sicko, right?
some just menace on the sticks. Last year was, I mean, his worst year. He won one heat race. That was pretty nice. He got second at Triple Crown, man. And the rest of the year was just meh. Like, I mean, T-Lang, he's gonna be there every race. I think he's contractually obligated to be.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I don't know if I mean, I know he doesn't play the game a lot now. But yeah, he doesn't like Supercross. Same with Frank. Frank's just better.
Yeah.
So if I don't see Frank winning this year, I definitely don't see T-Lang winning this year.
We'll put him in here for the benefit of the doubt by having 2 wins, but no, I don't.
I mean, he could. Like, he 100% could.
Yeah.
But like, I'm looking like at the most recent, MPH round. Like, yes, he got second, right, which is good for him. But I mean, he still got lapped. I mean, wasn't the strongest field, but I mean, like even like when he gets a good result, he's still like a minute off the lead.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I want to see T-Lang do well. He's got speed, he's got everything. I just don't see it happening. I mean, if he gets a podium this year, like that, I feel like that should be his goal. It's like, hey, get a podium,
Yeah.
and then get ready for outdoors, and maybe you can try something SMX. But yeah, it's just, I mean, just not a Supercross guy.
So it reminds me, I don't remember if it was 2023. I think it was 2023 when Aaron Rockefeller did all 28 races or whatever, showed up to every single UID, and didn't score enough points to get a national number. I think that was 2023, or maybe I'm pretty sure. That stat right there reminds me of this, but just the second level, the higher tier, where we're showing up to every single race and we scrape two top 5s. Oh, T-Lang, I'm sorry, I'm ragging on you. But this is,
I mean, you got to give. I mean, he still finished 4th in the overall GNC. Like,
yeah,
I mean,
we'll give him that.
I mean, to be fair, that is carried heavily by outdoors.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right, T-Lang.
He's not.
Sorry. We'll stop shitting on him.
Also, he needs to start responding to DMs. I'm tired of getting DM'd about stuff like, oh, well, I messaged T-Lane, but he won't respond. Just start picking up the DMs. To start responding. I mean, he's got to have so many notifications. So,
yeah.
All right. Anyways, that's enough of harping on T-Line.
Yeah, sorry, T-Line. All right, for the last rider, it's going to be BAC, the track creator himself. The guy you could say is single-handedly holding together RF. Shout out to BAC for making all of our lives better and not having bad tracks be part of the conversation. But BAC, he only has 3 career podiums. He got 2 wins randomly in 2024, just out of the blue, back to back. You would have thought maybe he was grinding the track a little bit before the race those 2 weeks because of how random these wins were. But honestly, he's kind of like he's kind of a Daytona merchant. Like he podiumed Daytona this year, I believe, and then he won it the year prior. So I don't know, something about BAC and Daytona. Yeah, like his previous titles, he didn't have that good of a year actually. Like in 2023 and 2024, he got fifth, which is actually like that's pretty solid. And I think BAC is seen more as just like he can be good. Even though we put him in the win video, I wouldn't necessarily say he's gonna win a race. I think he can maybe get like some more podiums at the right races, but he's kind of more of like a 6 to 10 type of guy.
Yeah, BAC. Just looking at his account right now, he's never raced a 250.
Really?
Which I think is crazy. But yeah, I mean the two random wins in 24. I mean, I thought this guy was gonna be battling Carter after that. I thought this was a Linsanity type of run. But of course he cooled off. Got that podium this year at Daytona. But for someone that has the tracks, I mean, as early as he wants them, you might be expecting some more results. He's got speed. Definitely. I mean, it's hard to say. I mean, the tracks are built to his style. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. Like, he has everything. If he wants to grind them, he does. I mean, he makes it clear he doesn't. You can just tell. He tries them out, but he doesn't grind them, which I like. He keeps things fair. But yeah, he's just gotta. He's got the speed, but once again, I mean, I genuinely don't believe I've seen him play that much this offseason. Believe he got into iRacing a little bit. Did a 24-hour race with him and watched him crash twice in the last hour. So maybe the consistency isn't there. But yeah, he's just another guy where it's like he can win a race, yes, but I don't see it happening. I think he's better. I think he's better than Well, I'm saying this year, right? Like I know he can, but like I think he's better than T-Lang. I would put his chances a little higher than Frank's. I'd say he's right about just below Ballser. And the only reason why he's just below Ballser is because Balzer's not going to race as many rounds, to my knowledge. So because obviously Ballser, they race the same amount of rounds. Ballser has way better chances. But yeah, he has the speed. Daytona, right? One round of the year he can be really good at, but Carter's also really good at Daytona.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's just kind of got to find a way maybe to get back into not necessarily grinding the game, but just more consistently playing it. Because I think in 23 and 24, like he was playing a lot. Like it wasn't like grinding, but he was actively playing throughout the week. And now he just kind of, I think it's part of the burnout of making every track we try to get him to do. So who knows? Maybe this year I heard he's not making as many outdoor tracks, so maybe he'll have less burnout because he's not working on tracks as much. And I know he started on the tracks a lot earlier this year. So maybe that also will help with the burnout. I know it's hard to play during the week when you're also having to make the next week's track. So I don't know. I think that he will do better this year than 10th. Maybe like an 8th, right? Maybe all the way up to 6th in the championship. But right there in the 6th to 8th range, I think will be a good spot for him to end up in this title.
Yeah, it is kind of a crazy drop off. Like back-to-back fifths, even like 2023. Like fifth in the championship, even without 2 wins. That's pretty solid. And then, yeah, you're like, it's probably, you could say it's burnout, just being that involved in the community. And like I guess you're basically playing only RF tracks because you're testing them as well. So I kind of get that he would kind of burn out a little bit. But yeah, I mean, he could have another solid year. But then again, we've talked about like 12 guys already. So now we're getting like in total videos we've talked about 12 people. So we always say these guys can like be top 5 threats, but now there's guys that we've talked about that won't even be a top 10. Yeah, they'll be outside the top 10. So yeah.
One thing about him though, he got that all important 10th place spot. Okay, and that's really important because you know what that gets you at A1? That gets you an opening ceremony.
Oh, it gets an opening ceremony. Oh.
So he just squeaked in there. Just squeaked it in.
Ceremony this year.
We'll see if the skins are done. I don't know. I don't even know. I think he's on Phil still. We'll see. But yeah, can I list some other people that might win that we aren't going to mention at all?
Yeah, for sure. We'll do a quick honorable mention.
honorable mentions, Mr. 6'7" this year, Spencer Turley.
Oh my god.
You got to get him out there. You never know. He has been 0-4, but hey, on any given night, dude, he can rip out of this world with that gear on. Okay, Tanner Rogers. Okay, if you look at the 0-4 lap records, he's got the speed. Those two guys, I'm not saying they're going to. I don't think they will, but honorable mentions. Number 6. I mean, Turley earned one of the most coveted numbers for this next year, and then Tanner, he's just Mr. Advanced himself. He'll find a way to get some good results.
Dude, you sound like A-Wood talking about the Galaxy Guru himself. I get the Tanner one because Tanner's won like 250 Supercrosses and he's got like 0-4 lap records, and even I think he almost won like Seattle last year. I think he was like really close. He was actually like really solid.
He was leading as well.
Not last year, 2024 Seattle.
Yeah, 24 A2. He also was leading a little bit too during that Triple Crown, the one that Caleb Hall almost won.
Yeah.
Right. Let's not forget Caleb Hall there was a point in a Triple Crown. Caleb Hall was leading.
Oh my god.
And ahead of Braden Carter. So
dude, he's got a number 1 plate in MPH. Don't hate on him.
He runs in 01 too, or 04. I mean, so maybe Caleb Paul honorable mention. Let's just give it to him. Yeah.
Just throw him in there.
Don't cut that out the video, okay? Yeah. Caleb Paul deserves it.
Fuck,
not at all.
I'm gonna put the outdoor merchant Cooper Hunt in himself as a guy who can.
How did I forget about Dino?
Dino.
If you ever need some energy, dude, you gotta talk to Dino. Yeah. Okay, that guy will come in fired up. All right, you bring him in for opening ceremonies, he'll get the riders ready to go. Guaranteed heat race victories.
Yeah. Actually, while we're doing this, if you could pick, from what we know, a 250 rider to win a 450 race this year, Seth Shirley, Russ Chapman-esque, who would you pick?
Yeah. 250 rider to win a 450. Well, the only 250 rider that I know that has I have a name in my head, but he might be racing 450, he might be racing 250. I'll say 2 because of that. Number 1's Wyatt Grant. Yeah. Okay. I don't know if he's 250 or 450.
Pretty sure
he did
450, but he's like he
did like half outdoors on a 450. So like he
said before that he's a better 450 rider. He's also said he's faster than the whole district team. So how much we gonna really believe from him? But I mean, he had a good race going at, was it like East Rutherford? He was like clean or something, where
he was doing good. And SMX too. SMX2, he beat Shirley in a couple motos. I only know that because he made sure to tell everyone that he did that. And then another guy that I know rides a lot of 450, that's going to be Joey Carter. Yeah. He's the only other guy I know that is doing. I'm pretty sure him and Shirley are the only ones consistently doing 250, 450 in the MPH series. And he has good 450 rides, but I mean, if anyone was to do it, I don't think they will. It would be those two.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard there's another guy in the class that has a 450 podium, whether it was fraudulent or not. Came at round 2 in San Diego.
Oh, is he from the land up north?
Yeah, he's from the land up north where all the ice slopes. That's why he fucking.
Would it be Mr. Holte himself? We don't want to self-glaze here.
Oh, I mean, your words, not mine. We'll just put that.
We'll put Evan Holt. We'll put Evan Holt. That's 2 Canadians on the top 3.
No, in all realness though, never ever put me in that category. We got a
does
podium
Evan
in
Holt.
San Diego. Oh, go ahead.
Evan Holt. Let's not forget that podium right there cost him his East run. Okay, so
dude,
maybe this year Evan Holt just doesn't race till East if he goes there, or we just don't go East. We'll never know.
One of the biggest displays of stupidity was Evan Holt getting a podium at San Diego, proceeding to think he's a 450 guy, and then gets 13th, 20th, and 19th at the next 3 races before it's too late to sign up for East.
No, because it would only been the next 2 because you couldn't have dropped down for round 5. I think how bad did you miss it? Was it just like 2? Wasn't it like 4 points in the end or something? You were just barely over.
I'm pretty sure after round 4. I don't know if it was round 4 or round 3, but I was top 10. And then
it was round 4. You were top 10, so you couldn't drop.
Yeah, so I think.
But it was like you were like 9th or 10th, like you were right on the bubble.
Yeah. Well, it was top 15, so I was like screwed anyways. But I'm pretty sure that after I did really bad at Tampa, I was like 13th by like 3 points. So it was like really close.
Yeah.
Stupid rule, by the way. What's his name? Suck at Kohenauer. You don't know how to run your series.
Let's just blame Teeling again, honestly.
Yeah, blame Teeling. I like that. You know, Teeling
I
actually
think
told
all
me.
Teeling.
Teeling told me that he believed that I could race East, so I should not race Detroit in order to get out of the top 15 and be able to race 250 at Daytona. Teeling, you were wrong. You lied to me. Missed points at Detroit. You know, who knows? Maybe I would have won instead of Hubard.
Let's see, wait, if we go that, I mean, you're 7 points off number 20 right there. I mean, that's why Joey Carter beat you in the GNC.
I wanted
Yeah.
that number
Blame
20 really
Teeling.
bad. I had an absolute sad performance the last round at Budds Creek, and then he proceeded to have a career ride that last moto of the year just to get the number 20. Fucking Joey Carter just loves to put it to me whenever he can. You'd think for us being two Canadians we'd be pen pals, but it's further from the truth.
But you gotta like Joey Carter. I mean, him, Pilsner, and Dallaire did get you guys P2 on MX of Nations.
They honestly did better than if me and Colby were there. Straight face.
So-
we would have tanked that score. So
I mean, you gotta give it to him, man. I mean, at least he's looking out for your country.
yeah, let's screw it. Joseph Pilsner, sleeper pick for win. In
Let's put all the Canadians up there, man. Just
Yeah.
Team Canada to win. Just
yeah, that'd be the only thing.
sound like Mathis right now.
Yeah, that'd be the only thing we'd ever win remotely in motocross at all. So.
Oh wait, oh my God! I have another name that we just forgot.
Who's that?
He has a lap record in 04. His name's Payson Johnson.
No way.
I mean, he has the Daytona lap record. I mean, I'm just saying. If anyone was to come out and win a race, it's Payson.
Seth Carr and Brain Carter shaking in their boots right now as they hear this.
Mm-hmm.
They are
Another guy,
furious.
Wyatt Grant, with the lap record as well. So
Oh damn.
my pick was not too bad. So
Yeah. Checks out. All right, everyone. That will be the end. We had a little bit of fun, some shenanigans here at the end. Hopefully you guys enjoy that little portion. We will be back to talk about the rookies going into the 2026 season and, maybe some other riders that haven't been racing and are going to show up. And, we'll deep dive
big
into them a
name
little
coming
bit.
up.
Big name. You guys are going to either love or hate him. So we'll discuss that next week. Have a wonderful evening, you all, and we will see you again.